Long time no see, Christy. This is your super cute little sister, Kimmy here.
Kimmy? How did you find out what my new phone number is? I never once told you about even changing my phone number, did I?
That's very true. You did say that you cut ties to me a while back, so that sort of hinted at what you do, right? And since you didn't ever tell me your new number after that, I was very, very lonely.
You were lonely? How? You remember why I cut ties to you, right?
Honestly, I have no idea, Chrissy.
I'm sure you've had all kinds of situations like this that it's made it hard for you to tell which reason goes with what.
Maybe you cut ties to me because I'm cuter than you? Maybe you cut ties to me because I'm sexier than you? Maybe because your ex fell in love with me and then left you to come sleep with me?
Because you stole my ex from me thinking that it would be funny.
I never thought it would be funny. I had no other choice back then, okay? He was the one that fell in love with me first, and from there, I could do nothing about him.
But you continued to go out with him behind my back, never once telling me, your older sister, what was happening. And the reason why he even started to cheat on me with you in the first place was this. You would constantly go running and crying up to him, complaining about all these lies you made up about the past, where apparently I was this evil older sister and would hurt you both mentally and physically. Basically making yourself out to be this cute little victim of abuse that my ex jumped to help.
Women who cry really are the hardest thing for men to avoid, right? Especially when it's me, a really cute little girl with an amazing body.
Had it only been because of your looks that my ex went and jumped over to you, then I wouldn't be as upset about the past. That would have proved to me that you didn't mean to take his gaze and that it just happened naturally. But things didn't happen naturally, as you would constantly belittle me and make me look like the monster so that he would leave me for you. And that is something I will not forgive.
Well, I could have taken him with just my looks alone, you know.
So, why are you talking to me again? Why did you go through all that trouble of finding my new number? And could you tell me who gave you my new number? Because I told everyone not to tell you.
I asked Mom for it.
Damn it.
Mom has always been on my side, ever since I was born.
I know that very well, Kimmy. So?
Well, Mom was kind enough to tell me. She also told me that you are going to get married as well. And just a little bit ago, your family and your fiancé's family met, right? That's where Mom learned that your fiancé is working for a massive company making lots of money.
Well, I'm not inviting you to my wedding because I do not regret cutting ties to you and will not be letting you back into my life.
I don't need you inviting me out to your wedding or anything. That's never going to happen anyway.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm going to marry your fiancé for you. In other words, you won't be getting married and you will not be able to have that wedding anymore.
Are you trying to get your teeth kicked in? You and I are not close enough to be telling jokes like that to one another, so you better take that crap back right now.
Oh, I know. And I also know that you are still upset with me over your last boyfriend that I stole from you in high school, right? Are you really so pathetic that you can't get over one simple instance of being cheated on? How long ago was high school?
Plenty of things had led to this hate besides just that.
Anyway, Mom went ahead and showed me pictures that she took when she went out to meet his family. I should have gone to that meeting as well. I can see you all went out to a really fine restaurant to talk.
I would never invite you out to that.
But I'm going to have to meet him and his family at some point, especially since I'm going to become his wife.
Are you really looking to have all your teeth knocked out? Honestly, I wasn't even wanting to invite Mom to that dinner either, considering she spills everything out to you, her pretty little baby. I ended up inviting her hoping that she'd just keep things between us, but she went ahead and showed and told you everything, didn't she? I should have left her out as well.
It would kind of be a bit screwed up of you to only invite Dad out to have dinner with your fiancé and his family, right?
I'm surprised that someone like you knows how to use the phrase screwed up correctly.
Excuse me?
Anyhow, I'm going to get married, and you will have nothing to do with it as long as I'm still breathing. I'm really busy now getting everything ready, so leave me alone and stop it with those freaking comments about my fiancé. He is just as busy as I am, so don't even try getting in his way right now. He does not need you coming in trying to corrupt his heart.
I would never corrupt him. All I planned on doing was showing him an outright better woman. And as you know, I have Mom on my side in all of this, so your best bet is to just shut up and let me have that man as well from you.
No, thank you.
If you don't hand him over now, I'm going to do the exact same thing I did in high school and have to forcibly steal him from you, okay?
This is why I'm telling you to stay the hell away.
But I really want to get married now. And I want to get married to a man like that, who can afford to take everyone out to a fine restaurant on the salary he's making at that massive company. Which means that I'm going to have my way, no matter what you have to say about it. When I want something, I get it. That is all there is to it. Now that I'm wanting him, we need to get ready for our marriage. When we have a wedding planned out, I'll make sure to send you an invite.
Mom, you went and told Kimmy about how I'm getting married, as well as about the dinner we had and the man that my fiancé is, didn't you?
Why do you seem so upset by that, Christy? She is your little sister, so she has a right to know about all of it, right?
But you've known that ever since I graduated high school and left the house, that I have been staying away from her on purpose, right?
There is no reason for you to be cutting ties to your own little sister, though.
But you know the reason why I had to cut ties to her, and how that reason hurt me badly, right?
And that was back in high school, so you can get over it now. You were both young when it all happened. And it was just a boyfriend in high school that got stolen from you. Yet all you've done is cry and cry, whining about how she shouldn't have done that. The fact that you still hold that against her just goes to show how narrow-minded and cold of a woman you really are. That all happened when you were kids.
She also went around and made me look like a monster. Also, she would go into my room when I specifically told her to stay out of there. And do you know what she would do in there? She would take money from my purse to pay for her dates with my ex. She also took my favorite dress at the time that I bought with my birthday money and wore it out without my permission and got it all muddy and ruined it. There are plenty of other things that girl had done to me in the past that made my life worse, yet she never had to be punished for, right?
Well, you're her older sister, so it's your job to have to take care of your little sister, right?
And that's what you've always said. You never freaking bothered to step in and punish her for acting out like that, like a good mother would be doing, instead pushing all the blame on me.
Whatever happened that made you into such a small-minded brat? The fact that you guys have not been able to grow close has made me sad, all right? That little girl has the right to know about her older sister's marriage, and that's why I went and told her about it.
You know what? It's fine then. I don't care about the fact that you told her about my plans anymore, but you better not do anything else like that to me.
Tell me what that could be. What are you talking about?
Things that might cause trouble for my fiancé. Do not tell her any more about him and leave her out of this, please. He is not hers to have, so don't do anything that will make things complicated for everyone.
What's so wrong with that?
Excuse me?
Listen to what I think about this. I think that Kimmy is far more suited to become a wife than you.
What? What the hell was that?
I mean, she's far more cuter than you, right? And I want to see some stinking cute grandbabies as soon as possible. You are her older sister, so just give your fiancé to her so she can get married already.
What the actual frick are you saying? I would never ever do something as screwed up as that.
Your father and I are really getting up there in age, and that means we can't be around forever to take care of Kimmy's needs, right? I only say that because your father and I both know that she'll be around longer than the both of us. And once him and I are gone, and she finds herself in trouble, who's going to be there for her? You seem to really hate her, so you won't be there to help her when she asks, right?
Help her? Absolutely freaking not.
That's what I mean. And if that's the way you're going to think, then she needs a partner who can be there to help her. I would like to see her petite body in a cute wedding dress and some cute little grandbabies from her, which means I need you to give her your fiancé and let her get married.
That man is the man I'm marrying and nobody else.
Based on what happened to you in high school, there's no saying if you'll really be able to marry him or not.
Is that the kind of thing a mother should be saying to her daughter?
Your fiancé also happens to have a really good job right now with a very good salary. I think he would be far better off with a kid like Kimmy, especially since his face is decent.
I cannot believe what is happening. I always knew that you loved Kimmy more than me and would do anything for her, but this is how far you'll take things to try and ruin my life?
Well, I am her ally, and that means I will do anything to make sure she ends up happier than you. Which means you need to start by handing over your fiancé to your little sister, all right?
You can go ahead and do whatever you want to make Kimmy happy, but leave me and my fiancé out of it. Do you hear me? And if you do anything to him, and I mean anything, I won't be forgiving you anymore either.
I have two amazing things to tell you about. You there? Can you hear me? You didn't end up blocking me, did you?
Stop freaking calling me. I'm busy right now, so we'll talk later.
I knew that rather than going to some beach in the US, it would be better to go to one of the beautiful beaches of the Caribbean.
What?
Actually, I'm pregnant now, which means I'll be having a baby here soon. Which means that before my belly gets too big, I was thinking of taking my honeymoon. So right now, I'm out in the Caribbean.
You're pregnant? And you're in the Caribbean?
There is a lot I have to tell you about, which I'm sure has you panicking right now, right? I'm sure you're freaking out. The last thing I really needed to tell you is that with the help of Mom, I was able to steal your fiancé.
What the hell did you say?
And then after just a few days, he was able to get me pregnant. I was shocked by that myself, but I guess he wasn't using any birth control. Now that I have his baby inside me, that pretty much seals the deal that he is my man now. Wow, I'm really, really sorry about this one. Just like last time, I'm once again stealing someone precious from you. But there was no other option, right? I'm the one who is the most cute after all.
Are you really pregnant right now?
Yes, I am. Mom has been waiting a long time to see a baby from me, and this time I'm taking my baby and your fiancé on this honeymoon.
My husband is sitting right next to me, though.
What? What did you say?
I just said that my husband is sitting right next to me in this room.
Hold on a second. What do you mean, husband? Don't you mean your fiancé?
We handed in our papers to the courthouse, so now we're married.
You handed those in? I heard from Mom, though, that you didn't have plans to have your wedding until next month.
And what about that meant we couldn't get married before the wedding? Plenty of people do that, you know.
This is all too strange, though, because right now I'm with your fiancé on this trip in the Caribbean.
Who is that exactly?
He's the man who was in that photo Mom showed me of you guys at that dinner months back. He was sat right next to you.
But at this moment, my husband is sitting right next to me.
Look at this.
His older brother?
His older brother?
That man is my husband's older brother. Wait, does that mean the baby inside you right now is my husband's brother?
This isn't your fiancé's?
Wait, was the picture Mom showed you the one of me with my husband and his brother?
What do you mean?
That was a photo that my husband's brother wanted taken so that he could show his wife and kid that didn't come for the dinner.
His wife and kid? Wait, what the heck? What's going on here?
My brother-in-law is married and has a kid. His wife is also pregnant with her second child right now, and she will be having her second child a few days before our wedding. Kimmy, what have you been doing with that man who has a wife and 2 kids now?
No way. But I didn't know.
I'm not sure how you ended up meeting with my husband's brother like that, and why you both were able to start dating. But right now, what you're doing is something no woman should ever do.
But Mom was the one who gave me his number and told me to get married to him.
She did?
I thought that this was going to be your fiancé that I was talking with. Wait, what is going to happen to me now? He has a wife and 2 kids with her. That means before I can marry him, he's going to have to divorce her, right?
And before the divorce, make sure to pay that settlement to his wife.
Settlement?
The fact that he has 2 kids with her only furthers the amount you'll be paying. But what you did is one of the worst sins anyone can carry out.
You're joking, right?
This all happened because you wanted to steal my fiancé from me. And because of Mom's misunderstandings, they have now all become your misunderstandings. I never had any part in all of that though, so I'm not going to stick around to help you.
Hold on a second. This was not the plan I had in mind. Christy! Christy, please help Kimmy out right now. You're her older sister, right?
I'm going to ignore you guys because it was you who chose to have her take my fiancé away from me and are now being faced with a settlement from my husband's brother's wife. Remember that I was going to be the victim had she taken my husband from me and gotten away with it, all right? So you really think I'm going to help her out?
Why would this be happening? I thought that the number I gave to Kimmy was that of your husband's and nobody else.
Mom, you've always been terrible at writing things down, so perhaps you just misread his phone number. Or this might have to do with the fact that during the dinner where you guys met with my husband's family, you were talking with his brother the whole time and asking him for all his information instead of my husband? I always thought what you were doing at the time was a little bit strange, but you are one of the craziest freaks I know, so...
No way. That girl is being asked to pay a massive settlement right now and is going through hell for it. She also happens to be pregnant with my grandbaby.
And what would you like me to do about that?
Help her.
How about you help her since you're her mother?
I don't have any more of your dad's money that I can use on this.
You don't have any more of Dad's money? Wait, does this mean you've been hiding from Dad this whole time the fact that you've been using his money to help Kimmy?
Well, all she's done is work part-time jobs, and at her age, she needs more money to be able to live, right? Your dad has thought this whole time that she'd gone to college and found herself a full-time company job. That's why I tried to make a situation which made it look like she was always going to school.
I see. I was kind of wondering why someone like Dad would allow his younger daughter, who has always hated studying, to go to the cheapest community college in town and still flunk out without punishing her. Really, he was just being lied to by you and Kimmy and has no idea about the truth.
If your dad finds out that she flunked out of community college and has been part-timing this whole time, he's going to make her give all the money she spent back, I'm sure.
She actually flunked out then? I was just hoping that was a joke. When did that happen?
I think it happened when she was in her second year there.
So then, what about the rest of the money Dad gave to her?
She told me she had to pay for other things, so I handed it to her to use on her place and for food.
I'm sure Dad is going to be pissed when he finds out that the money he thought was going towards her education has been going towards something else entirely.
Which means that I can't help Kimmy anymore with her problems because I cannot give her any more money.
And I don't have a penny that could be used to help her in any way.
Is that something the older sister of Kimmy would say? Are you telling me that what happens to her doesn't matter to you?
I think you should be more worried about yourself right now than what will happen with Kimmy, Mom.
What do you mean?
I'm with Dad right now as we're speaking.
What? Why?
I'm wanting him to give the speech at my wedding. And well, we just had him practice it a little bit ago. But when that finished, we decided to go out for lunch together. So we're eating now while we chat.
Hold on a second. You haven't told him anything about what happened with Kimmy and I, right? If you were to do something like that, you'd be spelling the end for both Kimmy and I.
You seem to be pretty content with the fact that both of you have been doing bad things together. So please explain yourself to Dad later. You are Kimmy's ally, right? Well, Dad just so happens to be mine.
You're lying, right? Hold on a second, Christy. Help me, Christy! Things are really screwed up now. What should I be doing right now?
Apologize to everyone you hurt from the bottom of your heart, and then pay off that settlement.
I have no way to pay this amount she's asked for. Also, I can't get in touch with him anymore. Did he throw me away? I am pregnant with his child right now and need him to stay by me.
I'm sure that since he's having to pay a hefty settlement and child support bill by himself, he will no longer have the money to pay for some bitch and her bastard child.
What? What are you saying, Christy?
That baby that you're carrying isn't even his baby, right? He never had any plans of having a serious relationship with you. So when you said that you were carrying his kid, I knew something was off. I mean, he was only going on that trip with you to the Caribbean for fun, not for anything more than that. But when he realized that you were pregnant with someone else's baby, he knew things were going to get crazy, and that's why he ran. He might be hoping that his wife will take him back at some point, and I don't blame him. From what my husband has told me, he's doing everything in his power to apologize to his wife right now.
How come you, of all people, know about the fact that this baby inside me isn't his baby?
Mom and Dad had to talk about it.
Mom and Dad did?
Right now, Mom and Dad are on the brink of getting a divorce. It seems that when Dad learned about how Mom had been giving you all that money, and it was not going towards school, and when he learned about how she was trying to get you to steal my fiancé, he snapped. But of course, getting divorced at a time like this is a real dagger to the heart for Mom, right? She's only ever been a housewife and has no money of her own. So after she realized that Dad was going to have his way with her in the divorce, she started to tell him everything about you.
What the hell? She told me that she was on my side. She told me that she would do everything for me.
From what Mom had told Dad, a while back you ended up getting pregnant with some guy you couldn't remember, and so you went to Mom asking for help. And the help that Mom offered you was that of coming and stealing my fiance because she knew that you'd never be able to raise that kid on your own when you have it, right?
You know all about the plan now. It could have worked out for me too had you just given me your damn man like was planned.
That's not going to make me feel bad for you any. I like to think of all this was coming for you. Now, in order to not cause that baby to live a life of sadness, I suggest you change your heart right now and take full responsibility for everything you've done.
I will change my heart as long as you help me.
I told you, right? This all happened because of you, so take responsibility for it. I have no reason to be taking responsibility for something I had no part in.
I am being told by Dad now to give him all that money back since I dropped out of school. My whole life is going to end because of this. I was just thinking that I'd be getting married to a good-looking man with an excellent job and everything too.
I knew that a lot had happened, and that's why I wasn't going to block you just yet. But there's really no reason for me to continue talking with you. I'll just have Dad come to my wedding on the day of. I'm blocking you now, all right?
No, you're not. Who else am I supposed to go to for help if you block me?
How about your longtime ally mom?
I can't rely on her anymore.
She's been the one spoiling you this whole time though, right? I mean, I'm going to block you now, so you're going to have to rely on her. Now, I'll leave you with this one last thing before I go.
One last thing? Are you really going to block me? Hey, Christy?
That baby inside you only has you, so please start acting like an adult and don't do anything else that will bring great shame and suffering to its life. If you want things to change for the better, this is your only chance to make that happen. And right then and there, I blocked Kimmy's number and then deleted her contact info from my phone. After that, Kimmy was asked to pay off that settlement, as well as give back all the money she had used for my dad through our mom, and had to begin working full-time. As for my mom, she is now having to live in a separate house from my dad, as they move towards a divorce that cannot be avoided now. Since my mom is on her own now, she has chosen to go and live with Kimmy at her place, where they both work most of the day and will never see one another until nighttime. Those two never really had any experience working full-time before this, and so each and every day they are complaining that they have to work too hard and that they need a break. I'm sure that over time they will become used to living a life most adults have to live, or else they will end up bums on the side of the road.
Hey, Molly. Are you there? I was just curious if you saw the condo photos that I sent you earlier. The view is from so high up. I was just so excited that I had to show everyone my new view. And it has a huge living room and even a concierge. I knew that getting with a CFO would be a good idea. Having a rich husband is great.
No, actually, I didn't look at the photo and I don't appreciate all your bragging. So please just leave me alone, all right?
You know, if you don't want to talk to me, you could always just block me. But the fact that you haven't until now means that you secretly want to hear about how amazing my life is.
Yeah, that's really not what's going on here at all. And I haven't blocked you because you're my sister. I only haven't blocked you for that reason and that alone.
You always have the same old lame excuses. Do you know that? If you really loved George, then you'd have blocked me by now. Or do you think that you'll somehow be able to take him back from me? Because I can tell you right now that that's not going to happen. George doesn't have even an ounce of feelings left for you, so there.
Oh boy, here we go again.
I'm just saying that it's clear you can't let him go. Or the fact that I was able to steal him from you. But it's your fault for not keeping your eyes on that rich man of yours. And to think that you two had been dating for 5 years before I was finally able to make him all mine. I knew that you two were even thinking about marriage, but I guess I put an end to all of that right away, didn't I? So why don't you just accept that I've won and just leave us to be in peace already?
You're the one who messaged me in the first place, and I don't want George back at all, thank you very much. Why can't you just accept that I have a lot of complicated feelings about all of this? I mean, you're my sister, but I wish that you would quit rubbing this in my face all the time.
Oh man, you really are just such a crybaby. Do you know that? You think your crocodile tears are going to change anything? If anything, it just makes me think of you as all the more pathetic.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You don't have to be like that to me.
Yeah. You can say whatever you want, but all I hear is a little loser asking for her boyfriend back. It's not cute, though, and you won't be getting George back.
I'm not trying to get pity from you, or get George back. How many times am I going to have to say that? Yes, we were talking about getting married, but we're apart now, and I don't think about it. And besides, he was the one in Get With You, so why would I want to marry a man like that now?
There you go, making up all those lame little excuses again. It really is just sad, you know? But maybe he left you because you're such a crybaby? And for that, I'm going to have you in the very back at mine and George's wedding.
Wait, what? What wedding? What are you talking about?
Oh, didn't you hear? We're going to be getting married this year. He told me that he can't wait any longer and wants to do it right away.
You have got to be kidding me. I was shocked when you two moved in together, but now you're telling me that you're getting married too?
Well, duh. I mean, George is already 30 years old. And I guess that his dad had a long talk with him about taking responsibility. Not to mention, he has a lot to think about with work. So we figured the easiest thing to do would just be to marry each other as soon as possible.
Oh, I see. Well, no, I hadn't heard any of that at all.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be getting an invitation when we have more details figured out. But just remember that you're going to be kept to the very back of the whole affair. I can't wait to see your crying face at the very end of the walkway. Yours is going to be the last that we see before we drive off into the sunset together.
Oh man, don't you have any pride for yourself, Molly? If you really want to get back together with me, you should just talk to me about it directly.
What in the world are you talking about, George?
I mean that I saw you just now in the office. You came to my dad to try and make him get back together with you, right? Have to say that I'm pretty shocked. I didn't realize that you wanted me so badly. I'm a bit of a bad boy, if you hadn't noticed.
Literally, what in the world are you talking about? Have you hit your head or something like that? I don't want anything to do with you ever again, and your dad called me here to talk to him about something else.
And just why would my dad want to talk to my ex-girlfriend, He doesn't associate with bottom feeders like you. He's too busy.
He was suspicious about why we broke up after 5 years just for you to end up with my sister. And he was surprised to hear about you and my sister getting married, so he called me to discuss that.
Oh, yeah, that does sound like him, I guess. He just can't learn how to mind his own business. But who cares who I date? It's my choice. He needs to learn to butt out and let me live my life.
I think it's that your dad is worried about you and wants to make sure that you're making good choices.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the excuse he gave you for his actions. But it's so obvious that you came to the office today to try and beg for me to get back together with you. Your obsession with me is really just getting sad at this point, Molly.
I think the only person who thinks anyone is sad here is your dad about you. In fact, he apologized for your actions to me today. He apologized for what you did, and then he gave me a rather thick envelope.
Oh, I get what's going on now. You were blackmailing my dad about what I did so that you could get a big payout. Is that it?
You have got to be kidding me. Do you really think that's what's going on?
You know that we weren't even engaged yet, right? Oh, but I get why you'd be mad about wasting 5 years of your 20s with me. I would want to pay out too if I was a poor little nobody like you. But man, it really is sad when you get caught red-handed taking money like that, isn't it?
You really have no idea about anything that happened between your dad and I. But yes, if you really must know, he did give me some money.
There you go. I called it. I guess at least there was a silver lining to getting dumped by me after all. Hope you think of me when you spend that money.
Again, you have no idea at all what you're talking about, and the only person I feel any gratitude towards is your father. I know that you and my sister are getting married, but I wouldn't do anything more to upset your dad. He really is getting on his last straw with you.
Ah, well, thank you so much for your concern, but I think I'm going to keep on living my life however I want. Especially if that means avoiding marrying an old hag.
Hey there, sis. Did you get the invitation to my wedding? I bet that you were pretty surprised, weren't you? Did you look at where we were going to be having it? It's a pretty amazing place.
Oh, yes. I saw the venue. It sounds like a pretty amazing place. Even the invitation was all shiny. And haven't a bunch of celebrities gotten married there too? This must be costing a lot, no?
Well, that's what happens when you marry a CFO! Did you really think we were going to have some tiny wedding? And the catering is being done by one of the best places in the city, too. We've even got a Michelin chef to create the menu for us.
Wow. So much money, all to spend it all on just one day of celebration.
Well, this day is going to be one of the most important in my entire life. I'm going to be the star of the show, and everyone is going to see how bright I'll shine. Ooh, maybe some celebrities will even show up to help me celebrate it. Just thinking about it makes me so excited.
I get being happy about your wedding, but do you have any idea how much it's going to cost? I mean, I know that George is rich, but even he doesn't have limitless wealth. And you've basically been nothing but a mooch ever since you graduated.
I have not been a mooch or anything like that. At all. I've made my own money off of modeling, thank you very much. I'm a model with an agency and everything. Sure, I have a part-time job that I have at my office and everything, but I'm a model. Don't get me wrong.
It sounds to me like you have a really booming career there. But are you really saying that a part-time model and her unemployed fiancé are going to be able to afford something like this? I hope you two weren't planning on trying to pay for the whole thing through your wedding gifts.
Who is unemployed here? Besides, there's really nothing to worry about at all. I mean, George's dad is going to be paying for it all anyways, so we're not going to be paying for anything.
Hold on a second. You mean that George's dad really said that he's going to pay for it?
Oh, come on. Surely you can't be surprised about that, right? I mean, of course he was going to. George is the CFO of his company. Of course his dad is going to pay for the wedding. Not just the venue. He's going to pay for the catering and staff and everything. We won't have to spend a single dime.
But what I want to know is, if George's dad really actually promised that he would pay for your wedding, I mean, did he actually say those things? Because as far as I know, his dad really didn't seem to approve of his son sneaking around one bit.
Oh, George told me all about how you were called into his father's office and how you probably tried to rat us out for your own benefit. But even then, there was no scolding that came or anything. Don't you get it? This just proves that I've won. I'm in and you're out, and that's that. He clearly approves of our wedding, and it's obvious that he's going to support us.
Okay, I mean, I wasn't going to throw a fit about it or anything like that. I was just curious about what he said is all.
And just why in the world do you even care now that this doesn't even involve you, huh? Did you really think his dad wouldn't support his own son? I mean, you know that George is going to take over the company once his dad steps down, don't you? There's no way that he wouldn't pay for a wedding with so much on the line.
Well, that's interesting that you say that, because I'm actually not so sure he is going to be taking over.
You really have no idea what you're talking about. You're just jealous because we're going to have the amazing wedding that you never could. But don't worry, it's not like we're not going to invite you. In fact, the both of us really hope that you show up. We want to rub your face in our success.
Well, I'm your sister, so of course I was going to be at the wedding. But you said you were going to sit me in the back. So I'm still wondering if you even have a seat actually saved for me at this point.
Oh, come on. That doesn't mean you're going to miss the wedding, though, right? You have to be there to sit in the back and look all sad for us. And you have to make sure to bring us a big wedding gift. We won't be accepting anything less than about 10 grand.
Hold on a second. You're not really asking your guest to be giving you $10,000 as a gift, are you?
Oh, come on. This is going to be the wedding of a lifetime. Did you really think the ticket to get in was going to be cheap? Besides, don't you want to come and see your one and only little sister getting married? This is never going to happen again. Surely money's no object for you to be there for me, right?
What in the world are you talking about? How can you seriously be asking for that? That's just absurd.
But you're missing some of the perks that you get of sitting in the front row. That means that when you walk through the door, you've already found your seat. Honestly, in a lot of ways, you're getting the VIP treatment. Don't you see that?
I have no idea who in their right mind would pay $10,000 for entrance into any kind of wedding. But I'm certainly not going to be shelling out that sort of cash to go see some failed model get hitched.
Excuse me? What did you just say? What's the matter with you? Fine then. Since you and I are sisters, you'll only have to bring $1,000. How does that sound? Now that I've given you such a huge discount, you have to show up at the wedding, right?
You really are just completely out of line right now. And just why should I have to show up there anyways?
Oh, come on. You're not actually going to miss this, right? One of the whole reasons I want to get married is just that I can see the disappointment on your face. Surely $1,000 shouldn't be too much for you, right? After all the strings that I'm pulling and the role that I'm giving you?
Let's get something straight here. You do know that George has been disinherited, right?
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? I don't understand.
I mean that's why I've been wondering if you're really going to be able to pull off having such a huge wedding. That's why I said it'll be a wedding for a wannabe model and her unemployed husband. And I really don't know about bringing $1,000 just for that.
Wait a second. I don't understand. What is this? What are you talking about? What do you mean he's been disinherited?
So I guess you still haven't heard the news then, right? But I think you should go and ask George or his dad as soon as you can. And you should also go and find out just who is going to be paying for that wedding. You might just be able to save yourself. Or your wedding if you try and act fast.
What the heck is going on here? Why in the world did you tell Tina that I had been disinherited? What's the matter with you? That things were going so well, and I finally thought that we were going to have some smooth sailing, and then you have to come along and blow everything up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I ruin your plan to defraud my sister through her marriage to you? It's not my fault that your dad chose to do what he did. Besides, I know that it's not just that. He's cutting you off everywhere. I know that he took your fancy black card, and I bet that isn't going to be giving you a dime for your wedding. But I still just wonder what you've been telling Tina in the midst of all of this. And just how did you think it was going to be smooth sailing? I mean, what did you think was going to happen once you two are married and she finds out that you're out of a job?
Shut up. I don't need you critiquing my plan. It was all going to work in the end, okay? Or at least everything was going to be just fine until you had to go and ruin it. Look, I thought I had done such a good job of hiding from Tina that my dad had cut me off, and when she found out, she flew into a huge panic.
Oh, yes. I bet that she would have. And I don't blame her one bit for it. It really is ironic, though. She was getting married to you and thought that she'd be set for the rest of her life. You two even wanted to invite me so that you could try and rub my face in it. But now the only people who are going to end up regretting everything are you two.
What's the matter with you? How dare you talk as if you're not a part of this? You did this. This is all your fault and you have to pay for this. Look, I have no idea what you told my dad or what he told you, but I just know that you had a part in all of this.
Wow. Well, here's a side I didn't think I would see of you. You're so desperate now. But I'm sure that you already know all of what I told your dad. I already told you exactly what I did, of course. But you had quite a different attitude when I was there at the office. You were so cocky, weren't you?
But, well, I mean, I thought you had come back to my dad's office to beg for him to make me get back together with you. And even if my dad did want to know the truth about how your sister and I got together, you didn't have to tell him the part about where I was cheating on you. But don't you realise the problems that you've made for us? I was so shocked when the day after I saw you at the office, my dad called me into his and told me the horrible news.
There you go, like a child crying because you didn't get a toy that you wanted. You thought you knew exactly what was going on, but you don't know anything.
Shut up. You don't know anything. I'm not crying. This isn't how things were supposed to go. I'd never seen my dad so mad at me before. Look, he's always given me whatever I want, and now I'm going to get nothing for the rest of my life. This can't be happening to me.
I can't believe that you've gotten this far in life and you still act like such a petulant, spoiled child. It really is just pathetic.
What did you say? You can't talk to me like that. It's not fair.
Of course your dad spoiled you. You were his one and only son. I mean, I know all about how your mom died when you were young. So obviously your dad was putting all his hopes into you. I'm not shocked at all that he is upset with you.
You don't know anything about me or my dad, so don't pretend like you do.
You know, when your dad called me into the office to talk about you and my sister, he was so crushed. He just had no idea how he could have ended up raising such a scummy son. He even said that. I could hear his voice choking up and how disappointed he was in you.
No, that can't be right. Please tell me this isn't true. This can't be happening to me.
Well, I think you have more pressing things to worry about now. Like, how are you going to afford this huge extravagant wedding that Tina kept going on and on about? Why don't you quit crying like a baby to me and get the rest of your life in order, huh? After that, Tina messaged me crying about how overnight their wedding budget had been literally decimated. She realized that she was never going to get the huge wedding she'd been bragging about. But Tina was freaking out about the wedding and wondering about how she was going to get out of her relationship with George before it was too late. She missed her chance to act. George had already sent the wedding certificate to be filed away, and wedding or no, the two were legally husband and wife now. The two of them ended up moving into a cramped little apartment and had to take the first job that they could find. George begged his father for money over and over, but it was no use. He even burst into his father's building to beg for help, but George's dad later told me was carried out by security promptly. Ever since then, Tina has been too busy handling her own crazy life with her own terrible husband to bother me anymore. As I mentioned above, George's father and I still keep in touch. I had heard from some of the staff about how angry he had gotten at his son, but to me he had never been anything but kind and courteous. As for me, I was more or less able to rid myself of Tina and George and simply went on with my life. I was glad to have dodged that bullet and was satisfied that I had put an end to Tina's wedding plans before she would have ended up with the bill for such a huge affair. Whether she'll ever see it that way is another issue. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey, Tammy, you there? I'm really sorry to have to do this over text, but I think we should cancel our wedding. I've fallen in love with your sister, and I want to marry her instead.
Wait, what? Rick, what in the world are you talking about? Are you serious about this?
Of course I am. I've never seen a more beautiful woman in all my life. I knew when I went over to your house to meet your parents that I had to make her mine. I mean, she was just so gorgeous. It really was love at first sight.
And what about the love that we've built between us after all this time? I know that my sister is a lovely, beautiful girl who is super popular and all, but you're not really going to leave me for her, are you?
I'm sorry, but I've already made up my mind, and I'm gonna marry your sister Tiffany instead. I think she's gonna make the perfect wife to brag about to my friends.
But I don't get it. So you really just want to call it all off just like that? Even after you've already met my family and everything, you're still going to leave me for my own sister?
I know that all this might come to a shock to you now, but you should know that she was the one that started coming on to me.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that after I got back from meeting your family, she started to text me. She told me that she wanted to marry me as well. Well, she begged me to leave you and choose her instead, and Well, obviously, I wasn't about to turn down such a lovely lady. Besides, the more I talked to her, the more I realized that she really is my type.
Hold on just a second here. You mean, she was the one who approached you?
That's right. I think it's most fair to say that we found each other, but whatever the case, the point is that we're gonna be getting married. So I really just don't need you anymore. That's that.
I don't believe this is happening to me. To think that my own sister stole my fiancé from me. I mean, you literally only met my parents today. Are you telling me that you really decided all of this in less than a day?
Hey, you should just count yourself lucky that I bothered to say anything to you about it at all, really. So what if I marry your sister? She's beautiful, and I'm about to start my new position as a CFO for a huge company. I'm sure that your parents don't really care which of their daughters marries a rich guy like me, so I think it's perfect.
I don't even know what to say to that. You're just horrible, Rick.
Horrible or not, I'm gonna get away with this. After all, I'm my parents' only son, so they have to go along with whatever I want. And I'm sure if I tell them I found my true love, that they would never criticize me. Especially when they see just how much prettier your sister is than you.
That's not even what I'm talking about. How could you do this to someone else? Don't you realize how wrong this is? Do you really think that both our parents are going to go along with this?
Well, I just got a message from Tiffany telling me that your parents don't care. At all. If anything, they're happy that your sister and I are together since we make such a better looking couple.
How can this be happening? I don't even know what to think right now.
I know that your sister's excited to be marrying a handsome CFO like me, though. Sure, some people might talk behind our backs, but when they see just how good a couple Tiffany and I really are, everyone will realize why we had to be together. They'll realize that I could never have had a happy marriage with you, when your sister was right there this whole time.
That's a disgusting thing to say. I thought you cared about me.
I did until I didn't. Now I want to break up. I know that you thought I was going to be your free meal ticket, but you'll just have to find another guy to provide for you.
Hey, Tiffany, are you there? You better get back to me right now. I want to know why Rick just told me he was leaving me for you. Did you seriously flirt with my fiancé? I can't believe you would do this to me. Well, it isn't my fault that you brought back someone as handsome as Rick. You really can only blame yourself for all of this. Are you kidding me right now? Is this some kind of a game to you? Rick told me that he doesn't want to get married to me anymore. He told me that you changed his mind after he came over today. How could you do this to your own sister? How could you ruin my wedding like this? Well, you should know that Mom and Dad weren't angry about it at all. In fact, they told me they had always thought Rick and I would make a much better couple. But now I really have to hurry up and go find a dress and someone to do my makeup and all that kind of stuff. So you're really going to go through with all of this? Tammy, did you really think a guy like Rick wanted to marry you? Come on, you have beady little eyes, what can only be described as a 6 head, and have buck teeth. Did you really think that a girl that looks like you had a chance with a guy like Rick? You were practically begging for someone to come and take him from you. Why would you say all that about me? What is the matter with you, Tiffany? I'm sorry, but it's true. I'm the prettier sister out of the two of us, and I think people realized that ever since high school. I was the one dating all the athletes in our school. I'm the one who got regularly scouted by modeling agencies, so of course I would end up with a man as good-looking as me. Did you really think that an ugly little fatty like you could really ever hope to achieve the same? It was obvious you were just into Rick for his money. That isn't true. I wanted to marry Rick because I thought he loved me. I didn't care what his job was. Well, there you go. Now you're just proving that you don't know how the game is played. But of course, an ugly girl like you would have such a naive view of marriage. You just need to realize that you're outclassed by people like Rick and I, and you should know your place. Why are you talking to me like this? Isn't it enough that you stole my fiancé from me? Besides, do you have any idea how hard I try to look pretty when I go out? Well, that's just it. You could have all the makeup in the world, but there's no point in trying to doll up a pig like you. I don't care how hard you think you worked, it was all for naught. How dare you say that to me when every time I would buy makeup or something nice or an accessory, you would always steal it from me? I swear I have no idea what you're talking about in the slightest. Yes, you do. You would come into my room, insult me, and say that a girl like me doesn't deserve nice things. You always did that to me, so that's why I only started buying myself cheap products that I knew you wouldn't want to steal. Well, it's like I said, there was no point in you using anything nice anyways. It was just obvious that those things would be better suited on me. And you can't really be mad at me for reminding you of your place when you forgot it. Just like your engagement with Rick. You certainly do like to shoot for the stars, but that's not where little piggies like you belong. Tiffany, please, you really don't need to talk to me like that. You're being so cruel. Well, this is what you get for thinking you ever had a chance with a guy like Rick. Obviously, someone as handsome and successful as him could only be with a girl as pretty as me. Did you really think that with all the options in front of him to choose from, he was going to go with someone like you? I still don't get why he would want to be with you. Doesn't he realize what a mess you are upstairs? I may not be as pretty as you, but at least I don't have nearly as many issues, and at least I actually have a brain. And just what is that supposed to mean, huh? I mean that it's true, you were dating earlier than I was, but that's also because I was busy studying. Meanwhile, you would ditch class and stay out late over at boys' houses without mom and dad knowing. And just why would some beautiful person like me waste my time studying? I don't need to debase myself like that. If I wanted to succeed in life, all I have to do is find a rich man willing to marry me. So you're saying the difference between you and I is that I understand the value in working for what's mine? Do you really think that not studying was a smart move for you? I remember you falling asleep at your desk almost every night that I would be sneaking out to have fun. And thanks to that, I was able to go to one of the top universities in the country and land a job at an excelled firm. And now thanks to that, I'm already working in upper management and earning a ton. Do you know anyone else our age who can afford a condo like the one I live in? Even Rick's parents thought it was impressive. Oh, so you think that just because you worked hard to get a paying job that means anything? Well, I'm not going to play your little pity party. The only reason you need to work hard is because you could never do what I do. And just what even is it that you do? Well, I used my looks to steal your fiancé away from you, for one, so I suppose you should have been studying dating books instead. All it took was a little smile and some of my girlish charm, and now I'm getting married and you're not. You're really an idiot if you think you're going to get away with this, Tiffany. Well, I guess that means that you let yourself get beat by an idiot then, huh? You really are just pathetic, do you know that? I have been trying all my life to help you learn how to know your place and live within your means, but for whatever reason, you always think you deserve more just because you work for it. Well, how did that turn out for you? Because I'm going to marry Rick, and you're not. Well, fine then, you can have him. Wait, what? What do you mean? I mean that I'm actually happy. I never thought I was going to get to escape like this, but here we are. So good luck taking care of Rick and his parents. Take care of them? What are you even talking about right now? And why are you so happy that I stole your rich fiancé from you? You should be getting mad at me. I mean, now you're not going to get married, and I'm never going to have to work a day in my life. You think you're marrying a rich man, but you are dead wrong. So consider this my way of expressing pity for you. But the truth is that Rick is very, very poor. Poor? Tammy, literally what are you even saying? He's the CFO for a Fortune 500 company. There's no way that he's poor. That's impossible. I suppose all you needed to hear was that he was a CFO and you filled in all the blanks yourself. But Rick only works for his parents' company, whose best days were about 2 decades ago. Now the only thing the company has left to hold on to is its name. What are you saying? I don't understand what you're getting at. Well, I used to work for an investment firm, as you know, and while there, I was once shown Rick's family file, and, well, it wasn't good. They had been taking out loans repeatedly for years and haven't been able to pay them back. Sounds like the whole family is in a lot of trouble financially. Wait, no, this can't be right at all. This doesn't make any sense. If they're borrowing money, then are you trying to tell me that his family is in debt? That's right, and it's not just your typical business debt. They have run their finances deep into the red by this point. That can't be right. Well, it's true. Of course, many businesses take on some debt as startup capital, but this is much different than that. I don't understand. How could it get that bad for them? I thought that his family was rich. Well, apparently they got into some kind of trade war with another firm from a different country, and it was basically a race to the bottom for both of them. So they ended up making far less in sales and needed to take more loans to make up the difference. Are you kidding me? That's a terrible idea. I agree, and I was really shocked when I first heard that this was happening. In fact, Rick was just telling me this after he came to visit us at home. Well, he didn't tell me, but I happened to overhear him talking about this with his parents over the phone. I heard him talking about how even though I was ugly, I had the money they needed. He thought that I was going to use my income to take care of all his family. You mean that even his parents were in on this? That's right. I asked him if his family was having financial trouble, and that's when he came forward to me about all the debt. But I guess he didn't mention any of that to you when you two agreed to get married. But you should know that he's just looking for someone to leech off of. But I had no idea about any of the debt at all, I swear. Well, then you would better go and cancel your engagement to him now, don't you think? Hold on a second, this is all part of your plan, isn't it? You're trying to scare me away from being with Rick so that you can try and take him back from me. Well, you had me going for a while, I'll admit, but your trick isn't going to work on me. It's really not a trick, but whatever. It's your life and you can do what you want with it.
Tammy, you have to help me. I went to tell my parents that I was going to marry your sister, and they were furious with me. They called me an idiot for throwing away all the money you have just to marry your prettier sister, but I had no idea that all our finances were that bad.
Are you stupid or something? You are next in line to take over the family business, and you're telling me you had no idea how bad the situation really was?
I mean, I knew that we were in a little bit of trouble, but I figured it was nothing that I couldn't fix with a little hard work. I just thought my parents were being overdramatic about all this.
Wow, and you're literally the CFO of your parents' company. It is your job to handle all the financial matters.
I know, but is it really true that your sister never even went to college?
That's right. She was too busy sleeping around with all her boyfriends to care about studying at all. And I think with the job she has now, she barely brings in over $10,000 a year.
Her salary is that low.
I don't know if you call money from part-time jobs a salary, but yes, basically. My sister always told herself that working was beneath her and that she was just waiting for the right rich man to come and save her from having to do so.
But I was marrying her because I thought we could live off of her income for a while.
Wow. Well, it sounds to me like you both are more perfect for each other than either of you originally thought. Anyways, now that you and my sister both realize and we're not getting married anymore, I really don't see why I need to be involved in any more of this. You two are both awful people, and I'm glad that you've found each other. Now please leave me alone and never, ever talk to me again. In the end, it took them getting married for Tiffany to finally realize the mess that she had stepped into. About a week after their marriage, Rick officially took over his family's business and understood just how much debt they were all in. As rumors of the company's finances and poor management began to spread, more and more staff ended up quitting. And I hear that the company is really on its last legs these days. As for my sister, with no schooling or work experience, she began to work at a bar serving the kind of men she thought Rick was originally. As for Rick, he began his second job bagging groceries at a supermarket. I am sure that never in a million years did CFO Rick ever think he would be working two jobs like this. Both Rick and Tiffany thought that the other was just what they were looking for, and it turned out that it was just the opposite. All I know is that I'm glad I dodged that bullet and know enough about my family and Rick's to know that I never want anything to do with them again. As for me, I continued with my job and kept climbing the corporate ladder. I still have my nice condo where I live by myself as I ease my way back into the dating pool. After I cut off my sister, I began to buy the nice products that I had avoided in the past, and I already have a date lined up for next week. If I had known that all my life was missing was cutting out my sister from it, I would have done it a long time ago. Kevin, a package just arrived for you.
What package?
From that trendy new accessory boutique downtown.
But I didn't order anything from there.
Are you sure? It has your name on it.
Must be some mistake.
Thank you, Kevin. Oh, this is your White Day gift for me, right? Oh, I can't believe you got me something so wonderful.
Huh?
I was starting to worry you'd forgotten about White Day. Remember last year when I had to remind you 3 times? I love that you remembered White Day this year. Usually I have to remind you.
What makes you think it's for White Day?
Well, it's almost White Day, and you've been acting secretive lately. I just received the package. I was surprised when I saw who it was from. I never expected it to be from that boutique. Their bracelets are so popular right now. Everyone at work has been talking about their new collection. I did mention how much I liked their designs last month.
What? Did you open it without permission?
No, of course not. I know better than that. Though I have to admit, I'm really curious. I haven't opened the box yet because I want you to give it to me in person. I'll just leave it in the living room for now.
What do you mean, give it to you?
Well, isn't that the plan? To give it to me on White Day? I'm already excited thinking about it.
Don't mess with me.
What do you mean? I'm just happy you thought of me.
Don't just assume it's yours.
But who else would it be for? You never buy accessories.
Listen, that's not for you. Don't even touch the box again.
What do you mean it's not for me? You're acting really strange about this. Are you saying you ordered something for yourself? From a women's accessory boutique? Who else would you be giving something like this to?
It's, actually mine.
Since when do you wear bracelets?
You know, lots of modern accessories are pretty simple.
But this isn't that kind of store.
Even women's accessories can be pretty wearable for men.
Really? Since when are you interested in accessories? Last month you said my necklace was a waste of money. You always say jewelry is a waste of money. And besides, this boutique doesn't make that kind of design. They only make clearly feminine, cute designs.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. I've been following their collections. I follow all their social media accounts. They're known specifically for their feminine style. That's literally their brand identity. Who exactly are you planning to give this accessory to? It's from a popular boutique and it's not exactly cheap. Their pieces start at $200. Who would you give such an accessory to besides your wife?
Why does it matter?
Because you're acting suspicious and you never buy gifts like this.
It's just a thank you gift for someone who's helped me.
At work? But you've never given gifts to colleagues before, even when your secretary helped with that big project. Remember when she stayed late for 2 weeks straight? You just bought her a coffee gift card. That's exactly why I'm asking, who is this person who helped you? And why do they deserve such an expensive gift? Please don't tell me it's some young mistress.
What?
That all makes sense now. You've been acting strangely lately, coming home late, being secretive with your phone, always putting it face down. That boutique's accessories are especially popular with young girls. Did your mistress ask you to buy it for her? Did she pick it out herself?
Shut up! Stop making wild accusations without any proof! You're being paranoid! I can give presents to whoever I want, you ugly wife!
Ugly wife? You've never called me that before. In 3 years of marriage, even when we fight.
If only I had a prettier wife, then I might have given you an accessory or two, but don't talk about affairs when you can't even acknowledge how ugly you are!
Why are you being so cruel suddenly? You've never spoken to me like this before, all these years together, and now... Is this really about the package? Why do you have to say such cruel things? I just asked who the present was for.
I told you it doesn't matter who it's for! Why can't you just leave it alone?
Because you're acting suspicious. The Kevin I know would never buy expensive jewelry.
Stop being so persistent!
Of course I'm going to be persistent. This isn't like you at all. You're making it more suspicious by hiding it. Just tell me the truth. Plus, you've been cold to me lately and you come home late. You barely look at me anymore. You're always on your phone. You're the one making your wife worried.
I told you I'm coming home late because of work!
Every single night, even on weekends?
The project is important, and now you're suspecting me of cheating!
What am I supposed to think? You won't even eat dinner with me anymore.
God, this makes me not want to come home at all!
So you'd rather be somewhere else? With someone else?
I don't even feel like preparing a White Day gift for a wife like you!
A wife like me? What's that supposed to mean?
Anyway, don't touch that package.
You still won't tell me who it's for?
I really prepared it for someone I work with.
Someone at work. Who exactly?
It has nothing to do with you, and stop with these unnecessary suspicions.
Fine, I won't touch your precious package. I hope whoever it's for appreciates it. I guess I was foolish to expect anything for White Day.
Well, come to think of it, you did give me chocolate on Valentine's Day.
Oh, you remember that? I spent 3 days making those.
Then I guess I can prepare something for you.
Really? You don't have to if you don't want to. Not if it's just out of obligation.
If you stop suspecting me and be a good girl.
A good girl? I'm your wife, not your child.
Look forward to White Day.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry for doubting you. Maybe I was overthinking things. I just miss how things used to be between us. Remember how we used to eat dinner together and watch movies on weekends?
Just trust me, everything will be fine.
I'll try. I really will. I love you, Kevin.
Yeah, whatever. Just don't touch that package.
Kevin, where are you? You haven't answered any of my calls. I just got home and something's wrong. Kevin, please answer me. What's going on, Kevin? I came back from work and all your things are gone from the house. Your closet is empty, all your clothes are gone, your toiletries are gone, even your favorite coffee mug is gone. Please don't tell me you've moved out on White Day of all days. Kevin, please answer me.
Oh, you haven't noticed yet?
Noticed what? What else is there to notice?
I left divorce papers in the entrance.
What did you say? Divorce papers? Is this some kind of a joke? On White Day of all days? You can't be serious.
It's my White Day present to you. How do you like it?
Stop joking around. This isn't funny, Kevin. After 3 years of marriage, you leave divorce papers as a White Day gift? I don't like it at all, and I don't understand. You said you'd get me something nice. You promised. Why did you leave divorce papers and move out? When did you even pack your things? Did I do something to make you want a divorce?
Just having you around made me want a divorce every day.
Every day? But you never said anything.
Having an ugly wife made every day painful.
What? After 3 years of marriage, you're saying I've been painful to live with all this time? Why didn't you say something sooner?
So I'm divorcing you.
Just like that? Without even talking about it?
And I've decided to marry my new girlfriend.
Girlfriend? So you were having an affair after all. I knew something was wrong. Even though you insisted you weren't cheating. You made me feel crazy for suspecting. You made me apologize for doubting you. All those late nights really were lies, every single one of them. I bet that accessory was for your mistress too. The one you said was for a colleague.
Yeah, I messed up the delivery settings.
So you admit it now?
It was supposed to be delivered to a convenience store near work, but thanks to having a stupid, ugly wife, I managed to cover it up pretty well.
So I was right all along, about everything. How awful. You made me feel like I was being paranoid. What happened to it being for someone who helped you at work? You lied so easily. It was just for your mistress.
Actually, that wasn't a lie.
What do you mean?
She really does help me at work.
You've been seeing someone from the office? Someone I might know? Wait, does that mean you were having an affair at work? Right under everyone's noses? What exactly have you been doing at the office?
Of course I'm working, but Michelle, who came in as a temp, was just so talented and cute.
Michelle? What, a temp named Michelle? I have a younger sister who's also a temp with the same name. Oh, this can't be. Please don't tell me your mistress is my sister. Please tell me it's a different Michelle, any other Michelle.
Actually, that's exactly it. I'm dating your sister, Michelle.
You're lying. This has to be a lie. My own sister wouldn't do this to me. It's bad enough that you're having an affair at work, but for it to be with my sister? The sister I helped raise?
Why would I lie about this?
Because you're cruel. Because you want to hurt me.
Anyway, just sign those divorce papers.
Just like that? After dropping this bomb?
And submit them to the city office this week.
You want me to submit them myself? After what you've done? After betraying me with my own sister?
Yes, make it quick.
You're unbelievable. You don't even feel guilty, do you?
Michelle and I want to start our new life together.
A new life? Built on betraying me?
The sooner you submit those papers, the better.
I can't believe either of you would do this to me, my husband and my sister, the two people I trusted most. Does Michelle know you're telling me this? Did you plan this together?
She'll contact you soon.
She's going to contact me? To say what exactly?
Just wait for her message.
Hey sis, got a minute to chat? I guess Kevin told you everything? Hey, surprised? You probably never thought I'd be Kevin's girlfriend, did you? How could you do this? To your own sister? After everything we've been through together, surprised doesn't begin to cover it. How long have you been dating? Were you laughing at me behind my back? And I didn't even know you were working at the same company. You never mentioned it once. It must be God's will. Kevin and I must be connected by the red string of fate. God's will to betray your sister? It was truly a destined meeting. My new temp assignment starting in spring turned out to be at Kevin's company. Not only that, but I was assigned to the same department as his sales assistant. What are the chances? You knew he was my husband. You could have requested a transfer. So we were together at work from morning till night. Kevin's so handsome and he looks so sexy in his suit at work. How could anyone not fall for him? Are you kidding me? I iron those suit shirts every day, every single one. I pick them up from the cleaners, I make sure they're perfect, and you had the nerve to have an affair with Kevin while I was doing all of this. I never thought I had such a foolish sister. Hey, don't blame me. You're making it sound one-sided. Yes, I'm wrong for making a move, but he's equally guilty for going along with it. He wasn't happy with you anyway. But it's only natural he'd switch to me when he has such an ugly wife. What did you say? My own sister. You heard me. Well, I'm younger and prettier. Everyone knows it. Unlike my ugly sister, I've lived a life of being beautiful and popular. Always have been, always will be. It's actually surprising that someone like you managed to marry Kevin. He's way out of your league. What kind of dirt did you have on him? What do you mean dirt? Are you suggesting I blackmailed him? Your own sister? Come on, be honest with me. We both know the truth. Well, there's no other way Kevin would marry an ugly sister like you. You've always been ugly, but crazy about handsome guys. Remember how you used to collect all those Idol magazines? But I never thought you'd go so far as to blackmail one into marriage. But now he's saying he can't take being with you anymore. I never did anything like that. Like you said, I've always been into good-looking guys. That's no secret. And I just persistently pursued him until we started dating. I worked hard to get his attention. Then we finally got married. I was happy every day, but now our marriage is ending like this. Kevin always said that he only married you out of compromise because you were so devoted to him. You were basically a stalker. But living with an ugly person every day is just too much for him. No way. All those moments. I thought that he had at least started to care about me a little. Too bad. He was just tolerating you. He turned to me, young and beautiful, someone who actually matches his level. Kevin's going to leave you, the house, and his company to marry me. Leave the house and company? What do you mean? Are you two planning to elope? Of course we are. We've got it all planned out. Well, stealing a husband from my sister would look pretty bad. The gossip would be terrible. But I'm sure we'll find new jobs and a home quickly. After all, society is kind to beautiful couples, unlike ugly people like you. I never thought you two loved each other enough to elope, to give up everything. So, ugly wife, please sign those divorce papers. Make it quick and clean. He's saying he prefers beautiful me over his ugly sister. Just forget about your handsome husband. He was never meant for you anyway. Really? I'm so lucky. Huh? What did you say? I can't believe I get to divorce at this perfect timing. The timing couldn't be better. I was shocked by everything, but I'm going to look forward and live my life now. Actually, this is a huge chance sent from heaven. Of course, I'll submit those divorce papers right away, so you two be happy together. Thank you for making this so easy for me. Wait, what's happening? What do you mean lucky? This isn't how you're supposed to react. Why are you so happy when you've been dumped so pathetically by your husband and your own sister? You were so desperate to marry him, weren't you? You chased after him like crazy. Did you actually want a divorce? This doesn't make sense. Well, it's not that I wanted a divorce, but I was really struggling with a choice between Kevin and my career. So the timing is just perfect. Huh? Career? What career? Actually, the company is launching a new men's magazine, a really high-end one, and they've asked me to be in charge of it. The whole thing. Apparently, my love for handsome men and high research abilities have caught the attention of upper management. They've been watching my work. A men's magazine? What kind of magazine? The kind with celebrity interviews, photo shoots with models, fashion spreads with actors. So you'll be working with handsome models and actors? Like actually meeting them? That's right, every single day. Oh, I was so excited I actually fainted when they told me. The most handsome men in the industry. That's like the perfect job for my sister who loves handsome men. But wait, taking that job would mean some really intense work days, late nights at photo shoots, weekend interviews, travel for coverage. It would be trouble to maintain our married life alongside it. Really? Is that so? I'm partially to blame for being too devoted, but Kevin really never helps with housework. Not once in 3 years, even when I'm sick. No matter how much I ask, he absolutely refuses to do any chores. He won't even make his own coffee. He always says, serving your handsome husband is your joy, isn't it? No way. So I was worried about turning down this amazing opportunity, the chance of a lifetime. It would be too much to handle work, housework, and taking care of Kevin. Something would have to give. To think that you, of all people, would consider turning down a chance at a handsome guy paradise? You've always been obsessed with handsome men. That's why this is perfect timing. You two eloping and getting married, my divorce from Kevin. Now I can focus completely on my work, on all those handsome celebrities. Even so, isn't your recovery too quick? We just told you about the affair. Don't you have any lingering feelings for Kevin? Not at all. What? After all, he's just a regular handsome guy, nothing special, really. Compared to celebrities with their tiny faces, porcelain skin, and that dazzling beauty, Kevin is just a weed. A weed? How dare you call him that? So don't worry about me. I've got bigger and better things ahead. I'll submit the divorce papers right away, first thing tomorrow morning. And I'm going to live my life happily with real handsome men. So you two should live happily as husband and wife too. 2 weeds in a garden. This is so annoying. This isn't how it was supposed to go. I thought you'd cry and be miserable after Kevin dumped you. I was looking forward to laughing at such an ugly woman, watching you suffer, breaking down. If a handsome man would be happy to see me cry, I'd cry as much as they want. I'd cry oceans for a real celebrity. But there's no point in crying for a couple of weeds. I might as well sprinkle some salt water and wither them instead. A couple of weeds? You keep calling us weeds! If you want to make me cry, bring an ultra premium level handsome man. Someone actually worth crying over. A real celebrity. If you can't do that, just shut up and elope, you tasteless husband-stealing couple.
Hey, Sarah! Michelle just told me everything, all the things you said. Is it true that you're happy about divorcing me? That you called me a weed?
Yeah, every word of it. Thanks to you, I can focus on my new job. Thank you, it's the best White Day present ever. Better than any bracelet.
Stop joking around! This isn't funny anymore! You've got to be kidding! Why are you so happy? This isn't the reaction I expected! You've been dumped by the husband you were so in love with! Normally you'd be crying and sad, begging me to stay! You should be contacting me, begging to come back, asking for reconciliation!
Why would I do that? Beg for a weed? I don't need to reconcile at all. Rather, please don't interfere with my precious work with handsome celebrities. I've got photo shoots to plan, interviews to schedule. Divorcing you has opened the best door of my life.
What about all those times you said you loved me? That you were lucky to have such a handsome husband? You used to stare at me for hours. What's going on? Getting all excited despite being betrayed! This isn't normal! You used to look at my face up close every day. You always said looking at my face was a feast for your eyes. Remember all those photos you took of me? Now you'll never see my face again!
That's fine. More than fine, actually. I'll get my eye candy at work from now on. Real eye candy. Actually, having handsome people both at work and at home would strain my eyes. I'd rather not have any handsome men at home, especially not mediocre ones.
What? You can't mean that! After all those years of devotion, all those lunches you packed, all those shirts you ironed!
So feel free to be happy with Michelle. She can iron your shirts now. But make sure you pay the settlement money first, before you elope.
Huh? Settlement money?
Of course, for the affair and emotional damages.
Yeah, but I'm handsome. Do I still have to pay settlement money?
Huh? Being handsome doesn't exempt you from the consequences. Did you think it would?
You can't possibly demand settlement money from a man you loved so much. After all those love letters, you loved my face so you wouldn't do anything to make me sad, right? Right?
No, I don't love you anymore. Your face isn't worth it. Even a handsome man who easily betrays people is out of the question. Actually, being handsome makes it more annoying. I don't even want to see your face anymore. It's not special at all.
Huh? But you always said you loved my face. You've always forgiven things because of my face. Like when I forgot your birthday or our anniversary.
But a mere face isn't enough for forgiveness anymore. Not for this level of betrayal. So please, take care of the settlement payment before you two run off together.
This isn't how it's supposed to go. This wasn't the plan. You're supposed to be devastated.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I have bigger things to worry about, like my first celebrity interview next week.
What happened to the Sarah who would do anything for a handsome face? The one who followed me around at work, who waited hours just to have lunch with me?
She got a better job with better-looking men. Much better-looking, actually, successful men.
You're really choosing your career over me, over this face?
I'm choosing everything over you. The career, the celebrities, and my dignity. All of it's better than you.
But Michelle said you'd be crushed, that you'd beg me to stay, that you couldn't live without my face.
Well, Michelle was wrong. You both were. Now, about that settlement money. Sarah, we need to talk about the settlement money. This makes no sense. Why do I have to pay settlement money too? We're family, aren't we, sis? Can't you let it go? Family? You want to talk about family now? Family has nothing to do with it. Actually, I don't even want to think of you as family anymore. Just hurry up and pay what you owe. You're being unreasonable. Where would I get that kind of money? Even if you say that, I don't have that kind of money. I'm just a temp. If you don't have money, make some. Work harder. Get better jobs. You're a beautiful couple who won't have trouble finding work, right? Isn't that what you said? Society is kind to beautiful couples. So hurry up and find jobs and earn the settlement money. But we already have a plan. We're going somewhere far away where no one knows us. By the way, don't think you can avoid payment by eloping. I know exactly where you are. Right now, at this exact moment. In fact, both our parents should be arriving there about now. What? That's impossible. You're bluffing. How do you know where we are? We didn't tell anyone where we were going. We were so careful. Actually, I installed a GPS app on Kevin's phone a long time ago when we were first married. What? You secretly installed something like that on his phone? That's stalking. How rude. I didn't install it secretly. I properly got Kevin's permission. He just completely forgot about it, like he forgets everything else. Really? Kevin never mentioned this. Is this true? Back then, I was head over heels for Kevin. I thought it was a dream that I got such a handsome husband. So I got his permission and installed the GPS app. He thought it was cute how devoted I was. Then I would stare at the app while waiting for him at home, thinking, wow, a handsome man is really coming to my house. You're like a serious stalker. This is crazy. Oh, I got a message from our parents. Looks like they'll be meeting up with you soon, in about 2 minutes. What? You're bluffing. You're at a cafe near Town Square Station right now, aren't you? Everyone can talk things over there. It's true. Oh God, it's true. They know we're at the station cafe. How could you do this to us? I don't want to see your faces anymore, so just give the settlement money to our parents. They'll handle everything. Well then, good luck with the talk. Society might be kind to beautiful couples, but parents are strict with their children, especially when they betray family. Wait, Sarah, please don't do this. Call them off. You can't do this to us. I'm not doing anything. You did this to yourselves. All by yourselves. But sending our parents after us, that's too cruel. Think of it as a family reunion, one last time, before you run away together. They're here. I can see them walking in. Mom looks so angry. Dad, too. Perfect timing. Have a nice chat about family values, about loyalty and betrayal. Sarah, please stop them. We can talk about this. Goodbye, dear sister. Say hi to Kevin for me. Enjoy your new life together, if you can afford it. After that, both parents immediately showed up where Michelle and Kevin were, and a discussion was held on the spot. They were caught right in the middle of planning their grand escape. They had their bags packed and everything, train tickets to their new life. After being made to confess everything about how the affair started in their elopement plans, they were taken to a loan office with both sets of parents. They had to explain every detail, every lie they told, and every betrayal. The parents were particularly furious about their planned elopement without considering the consequences, about throwing away their jobs, about abandoning their responsibilities. There, they were made to borrow $30,000 as my settlement payment on the spot. Their parents declared, "Now you two can go wherever you want. However, neither of our homes will ever be a place for you again," effectively disowning them. They made their choice. From what I hear through mutual friends, they're still in New York, working minimum wage jobs while living in a tiny apartment. They seem to be working hard to repay their debt in New York, but apparently they're caught in an endless cycle. Getting tired of their repayment life, one of them cheating, getting caught, and creating more drama. The beautiful couple isn't so beautiful anymore. Last I heard, Michelle caught Kevin with another temp worker. History repeats itself. And Kevin caught Michelle with her new boss. But they can't afford to divorce because of their shared debt. They're stuck together. Karma really is interesting, isn't it? As for me, I'm having so much fun at my new job that I spend every day crying tears of joy while gazing upon handsome men. Real celebrities and real models. Who knew my obsession with handsome men would lead to such a wonderful career? Thank you, Kevin and Michelle, for giving me the push I needed to pursue my dreams. Sometimes the best White Day gift is an unexpected one.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.